what's up everybody? Matt here from Around Square, and it's August 2026. I'm here with our drop preview video for this month. It's a pretty big one, not as huge as last month, but we got plenty of great stuff. But before I get into that, I just want to acknowledge we did a mid-month drop, which we rarely do, but this was kind of a special situation for our yo-yo, the knot machine. And I just want to give a huge thanks to everybody that came out to support this product launch. It was like a special one for me because, personally, the yo-yo was my kind of gateway into skill toys as a kid. I had so much love for the old wooden throws of my childhood, and this was like a kind of a nostalgia play for me. And I'm so excited. Like people my age and also people younger and older, whatever, I went in for this. I think that like guys my age and older would have felt some of the nostalgia, and like younger guys who are used to the modern unresponsive throws kind of went in and looking for kind of something fresh and a little bit different. And the response was amazing. I'm so impressed. It sold out worldwide, including some new retailers for us. Yo-Yo Expert came on board with a big order, and they sold out as well. I'm thrilled with how it turned out. So thank you to everybody. It's awesome seeing people's reactions, and special thanks also to the guys that kind of reviewed the throw for me before I launched it and helped spread the word just leading up to the launch. I just love the connections and friendships that I've made in this community, and appreciate the support from everybody so much. So thank you. Next up in this is going to be a Zabrano version. Production I think is almost done, so that'll be the next release. And then I'm excited to see where else we can go with this little project, because I think there's lots of potential. All right. Moving on, I want to kind of speed run it here a little bit because we got plans this evening. It's Friday evening, but we just I had to wait until today because we just yesterday received a shipment that had the last of what I needed to include in this video for you. So I'm gonna run right into it here. Starting off with this little job. This is a Podushka chetki design, and this is a wood that we haven't done before. It's cedar, and it's crazy. It's very, very light and floaty. So cedar is a softer wood, and it's got a nice smell, nice grain, and it just feels like the best word I have for it is floaty. Like it's very light, and you're gonna feel how light and soft the wood is when you play it. So it doesn't carry momentum as well for like doing rolls and stuff, but for this kind of snappy, flappy play, it's so good. I just love this set so much. I've been playing it a ton. You can start to see how the color is darkening. This is a new one here, and you can see just like in the short time that I've had it, it's the color is really starting to come out in this. So I think you guys are going to like it. Again, the Podushkas are more kind of the tradcore style approach to chetki. It's not like the sportier, like do the like most technical tricks version. This is like the more kind of casual approach to flipping chetki, and I'm here for that. So I got these guys, and for those people who do want the more kind of sporty approach, we have a couple of other options for you this month as well. We are bringing back the white delrin. We finally got a new production batch of that. So this is the white delrin Jamaica chetki with the Molotov ends. So these are chunkier ends, carry the momentum really well, and these shapely beads that have that nice curve that helps the grip. Polished delrin, so it's got a bit of a grip to it. So this is like, it's probably like, it's probably one of the optimal forms, at least like considering what we sell, like the different ranges that we've got for chetki. This is, it's like kind of, I would say probably player's choice for tricks and so on. It's just got like a little bit more weight than the Ultim, which again helps it to stay on the fingers a little bit better and carry the momentum a little bit better. So we've got the white delrin, and then this is going to look like something you've seen before. It looks almost identical to the black Ultim version, but this is black delrin. So it's going to be just a little bit heavier, and it's got that kind of waxier, slightly grippier delrin feel to it. A little bit more, I would say like a lower kind of softer clack to it as well. It's a softer material than Ultim, so it doesn't have quite a crispness in the clack, but it's got that kind of warmth to the touch that you expect from delrin. So awesome iteration here. This one has been in my pocket alongside this one tons in the past. Well, this one I had a little bit longer, so yeah, in the past few weeks. But I've been giving chetki a lot of play lately. All right, I'm gonna tidy up my little pile as we go and keeping it moving. on to MK Ultras. So we've been doing a lot of stuff in the 10 millimeter Milos shape recently, and we decided to bump it up for these ones to 12 millimeter Milos. So this is purple heartwood. And with this camera angle, I think you guys get a good view of everything, but it's hard for me to play them for you without kind of knocking my phone screen all the time. But yeah, wooden 12 millimeter Milos are just like a nice weight, a nice substantial size. The long form, so this is not like the chef special that we've been doing in the 10 millimeters. This is the 12 millimeter. So we got the standard kind of long form arrangement. Then we've also got short form. And you'll see a little bit the color here. This is like a little bit of a muted looking color. So these are polished and lightly waxed by the factory. The machine finish on these was not looking great. So like as we usually do, we usually ask the factories with a lot of our products to do a machine finish first, and we see how the machine finish looks, and then we decide, are we going to sandblast them, are we going to polish them, or whatever. So these are slightly polished and lightly waxed, and it has a little bit of a muted color to it. But I honestly just got this set yesterday, and you can probably see the color in the long form is already richer. So just like a little bit of play, the oils from your hands, the kind of little bit of abuse that you give them and stuff, and it starts to darken the color. So wood is just beautiful for that. Like the natural aging tends to bring out the best, and it just gets better over time. So yeah, I've been loving this set. I have other sets of 12 millimeter Milos as well, and it's such a great size. It's got that kind of substantial feel for bead counting, and the shape, of course, is awesome. And I'm just like I'm a long form fan, but I know there's a lot of short form fans out there as well. So we got both for you guys. All right, both with the 15 millimeter boss there, and then alongside that we've got for the first time Zabrano. Now Zabrano looks very Zabrano-y when you see it in the larger product, like like the knuckle bones and so on, or the the picador bolero. You see the grains. You don't see it as much in these smaller beads, but 12 millimeters is enough that you'll see some of the striations of color in the beads. And yeah, got the long form here. And again, same deal with the finish. This will darken a little bit over time, and I haven't obviously had these long enough to verify this, but in every other case where I've played Zabrano, it's just like the kind of color contrast between the darker and lighter lines has just gotten more pronounced over time as well. So I expect that you'll see the same thing with these guys. So again, we got the long form and the short form here. All right. Then, since we're talking ultras, let's continue. This is not the first reveal of these guys, because I give away a set of these in Sling Slam, which, by the way, guys, yeah, Sling Slam also happened this month. It's been a heck of a busy summer, and big props for all of the people that came out to Sling Slam. It was an awesome event. Again, like awesome quality entries across all of the different categories. Big thanks to our judges. Big thanks to everybody who participated. And yeah, check your DMs over on the Invisible College community for your promo code. Feel free to use it this month. It should be valid for a couple of months at least. I'm not here to like pressure you guys into using it right away. I just don't want it to like leak out and then just be abused, right? So anyways, these are Amber Altum Mini Sigma Chetki, and they're just like so bloody smooth to play. I don't know if you'll hear that. It's a really light clack on the raindrops, but it feels so good because they're so like just that shape slides through the fingers so nicely, and there's so many beads on these sets. They're just really fun, satisfying to do that with. But of course, being lightweight like this, they're heavy enough to carry the momentum for doing some tricks and stuff. But they're light enough that you don't feel the weight hardly at all when you're playing. So super fun set. I think people are going to love these. I don't know if this is going to be something that we carry long term, because honestly, it's really expensive to do these little beads because there's so many of them on the set, and then you just like you multiply everything by 30 or 40. I can't remember. There's like 41 or 45 beads or something like that on these sets, and so the production cost is really high. So consequently, it's not going to be a cheap set. But people who get them, they're gonna love them for sure. All right, so we got the again the long form there with the tassel beads, and we got the short form. All right. Let me see, where do we want to go next? We got some begleri next, and we got some mala sets. Let's do mala. We got lots of mala. So a while back, we introduced our barrel bead mala, and we did it in tagua nut and kuka, which are like two of the newer materials that we've been getting into. Loved both of those materials so much. And in our first production run, I was like kind of conservative because I didn't know how well people were going to respond to those natural materials. So we didn't do all materials for all things, but the third material that we've been playing with is Yakhorn, and it's awesome because it's got just this dope color. It's like black with just like a little bit of translucent stuff here and there. And so after seeing the response to those barrel beads in tagua and kuka, we decided to do them in Yakhorn as well. So we've got the same two variants that we had for the other two materials. So these are the barrel beads with a 2.5 millimeter bore on 2 millimeter Kevlar with our 20 millimeter titanium sphere guru. Okay, so that's this set. And then we've got the exact same beads, but with a 2 millimeter bore on 1.7 millimeter Kevlar with the small Yakhorn guru bead. And you can see here, it's subtle, right? Like they have this like milky, translucent kind of highlights on some of the beads, but some of them are like straight black, and some of them are black with just like little kind of variations that remind you that it's a natural material. But I find these sets so great. I love these ones. I love the thick cord, and I love the chunky guru. But for like a set to wear, these ones with the small guru are just so light and low profile, just like very innocuous on the wrist. I don't even need to take this off when I'm playing, like, working at my computer or whatever. All right. Now, if you're liking these lower profile mala sets, we got some more for you this month. These are some just awesome little sets. I absolutely love how they look, and they're brilliant to wear as well. I had a set of these, the samples for these that I was wearing when we were in China earlier this year, and just wore it all the time. It's like they're so light and just kind of innocuous on the wrist again, like just you don't feel having it, but it's there when you want it. So unlike most of my sets, which mostly live in my pocket, this is a set that you can very comfortably wear on your wrist. These are what we're calling the micro Milos, even though it's kind of a deviation from how we've used the term micro in the past. These are just smaller. They're about 8 millimeters diameter, and it's like very much our Milos shape. So the name just clicks. And the beads are awesome. The material is coconut stem. So I'll try to pull out a little bit more information for you guys and include that in the newsletter. But we've got these beauties in, I guess this you can call it short form mala length, as well as long form mala length. And we've got three materials for the small guru here. So these are sized for the 11.7 millimeter Kevlar. So this is, despite being on a small bead here, this is a very durable cord, 1.7 millimeter Kevlar. I don't know what the test strength of this is, but it's like, it's not going to break on you. So we got brass, we got copper. This is raw copper. It's untreated. So you pretty much look at it sideways and it's going to start to patina on you, which I know most of you love. It does present a little bit of a problem for shipping because, stuff can kind of have a tendency to arrive looking a little bit blemished. So bear with us on that. But it's, natural material. You want to have natural copper, not something that's being treated so it doesn't oxidize. And then we got titanium for you. So no stainless steel, just these three materials for these guys. Sorry, my voice is so hoarse today. And then we've got the long form length as well. And so these guys are obviously sized single loop on the wrist. And these guys are double loop. And I know people are going to wonder, are they 108 beads? Because that's some mystical, magical number. No, they're not. They're not 108 beads. I forget what they are. They're close to 100, but I'm pretty sure it's an odd number. It might be 99. It might be 101. But all of that information is going to be in the product descriptions for you. But yeah, I love the way these beads look. I love the way they sit. I love the way they feel on the wrist. And the short form length and the long form length are both great. So they're tied without slack, and that makes them a little bit springier. But I just find that gives them a really nice shape. It helps to have these rad curves in the beads when you lay them out. Okay, so I hope you guys are into these. I love them. I'm so stoked. I actually had to give one of my samples away and was so stoked when we finally got them back. So I've claimed actually one of each size of these for myself just because I really dig them. Yeah. All right, so I'm going to lay these guys here, make a little bit of space. All right, and we're not quite done with mala sets yet. Okay, and next up we got something funky. Check this out. So last month we introduced our cube bead mala in titanium. This month we're bringing in the copper. Check out that beauty. How dope is that? So there's like, honestly, there's nothing like this out there on the market. So funky. Yeah. Here it is on the wrist, and you can see how the beads just kind of naturally adapt. So you're not getting punched with angles and corners all the time. You just, they naturally just adapt and end up sitting flat on your wrist. Okay. So there's the brass, and not to be outdone, here is the copper. So once again, just like the gurus on these guys, this is raw copper because I know you guys love your patinas. So I am like very treating this very gingerly to not scratch it up, not oxidize it too much with my messy fingerprints. But we're going to do our very best to ship these to you guys looking pristine so that you can enjoy that process of how the material ages over time. But yeah, this bead shape is so unique, so distinctive, and the feel in the hand is just so fresh, so different from anything else that we sell, and probably like anything else that you can buy anywhere, to be honest. Just so funky. I love these guys. All right, so we got the brass and the copper cube bead mala. Oh, and I should mention too that we're going to add these cube gurus to our guru bead section on our shop. So if you want to buy just the brass or the copper guru, it comes with this piece and then the little square kind of stupa type thing. Okay, so yeah, again, I just have so much fun like rolling these guys around in my hand and stuff. Such a funky little set. Super happy to have these guys in our product range. All right, and we're getting close to the end here now, guys. Just got some begleri left for you. So first up is a long-awaited restock. We finally got some of the OG titanium hydras back in the shop. So these were the very first size of hydras that we ever did, 16 millimeters titanium. We're not doing the different colors this time around. We're just doing natural titanium. They've got the word mark, on all of the beads. So you can have that either turned out so you can see it or turned in. So, turned in so that you don't see it when you're playing the set, whatever you prefer. And we've got them for the first time as well in sandblasted titanium. That word mark looks, I think it's tasteful. You know, we've had a little bit of discussion in the Discord group about word marks and branding and whatever. And y'all know, like it's, you kind of need to do branding when you're doing stuff like this. But I always try to make it tasteful. I try to put the logos kind of sparingly, but in a way where it kind of adds to the look rather than subtracting from it. And so like some stuff I've chosen not to do it. Some things like our rings, though, we try to do it on the inside. But yeah, this is a case where I think it looks pretty sick, and it takes an otherwise like kind of plain and normal looking product, and it just makes it sort of feel a little bit more legit. So I hope you guys are down with that. Anyways, I picked up this set this morning. I haven't had a chance to like fully doctor it yet. I'm actually going to put some 4mm Kevlar on here and get it all kind of tightened up for myself. But I playing this set, it just totally takes me back. It's definitely like heavier compared to most of the beads that I play, but the 2-bead setup again like softens the impact on the knuckles, and I like the shelf, and I like the momentum, and I find like tricks that I normally need to be kind of careful with in terms of the timing or like just like how I catch them and stuff. It's so forgiving to play with a heavier set. And I sometimes forget that. Like I was playing my Titans earlier this month, my old Thai Titans. And again, same thing. Like these old sets, there's definitely something still to be said for them, even though like the trend in the community has been towards like lighter and smaller beads. Don't dismiss these guys just because they're OGs. There's still something to be said for them. So yeah, we're gonna. I'm happy to recommit to this size and this shape. This was like our second big bead release, like the second one that we did after the Titans, and I still love them. All right, so Thai Titans in machine finish or sandblasted. Okay, now last up for this month's releases are the newest in our ongoing series of collaboration with begleri. So these ones here are something special. There's a little bit of a story to them. They're called the K2s, and these are, I think, possibly the only ones that we are going to be releasing through this series that hadn't been sold before. So these are, our mission here was to make available the back catalog of begleri, which aren't available anymore. And through that process, Ruben, this is like the unreleased B-sides or whatever. So this is, through that process, Ruben pulled out all of his old files, and we were doing up samples and stuff. And he wrote to me a while ago, he's like, I actually don't think we ever sold these. And he talked with our mutual friend Corey, and they recalled the kind of the they recalled the history a little bit, and recalled the name K2 for them. So I'd been calling them the Twists. I'm not sure if that was like a file name or something in an email, or just like something that I imposed on them because of the shape. But yeah, the original beads apparently had a straight bars on them, and these ones, being the second version with a swirly bar, went by the name the K2s, which is pretty dope actually. If you are into mountaineering or whatever, you think about K2 and like the slope of the mountain, they're just so sick. So I don't know, I'm a sucker for this kind of thing, and they feel and play awesome. My own set of these is upstairs, but we're gonna have these again in stainless steel, a little bit heavier, and titanium, a little bit lighter. And these are kind of more in the kind of average weight range, much like the K-Pod chimes. I actually don't have the weights offhand here, but they're similar weight to the K-Pod chimes, unlike the cages, which were a much lighter set. Okay, so these ones are going to be available, and yeah, special opportunity here to own something that had been never released through begleri, and yeah, I think you guys are going to dig these guys. And yeah, the full recessed knot is nice, and the shape is good. The grip is just amazing. Okay, so yeah, we got these in sandblasted SS and sandblasted Thai, and then as part of our restocking process, just like we did last month with the K-Pod chimes, we're bringing back those beads because they sold out. We don't have more of the chimes yet; they're on their way. But with our kind of process of restocking, selling out, and so on, we are bringing back this month the crow cages. So that's these beads here, and the reason I'm holding up these guys in particular is we're doing what we did last month with the polished finish on them. Okay, so when we first released the cages, it was just the sandblasted stainless steel and sandblasted titanium. Then when we restocked, we split the order and did half of them polished, half of them sandblasted. So super sick, and I love this design. So this is definitely a much lighter bead. They're skeletonized, hollow, and small, so it's like the perfect storm for very light, especially in titanium. Stainless steel is a little bit more kind of familiar weight, but the size of the bead is good, and still got plenty of control, and it does have that kind of end weighting as well, so that it kind of throws the weight out towards the end and gives a little bit more momentum. Okay, so these are the offerings for this month from begleri. I think you're going to dig them. And then we do have these guys in the sandblasted finish as well. I just don't have them here with me. Okay, and then if you've missed out on some of the other ones, the lattice spheres, or missed the 2 runs of K-Pod chimes, all of those are back in production right now, and we're just restocking as we go, and things take a little bit more than a month to restock and get it back into inventory here. So I'm assuming like next month we'll probably have some more of the chimes, and we'll probably have some more of the lattice spheres back in stock. So if you're missing out, just stay with us. We'll get you. But they're pretty expensive to produce, and so we're just doing small batches, and we're just going to be persistent with restocking them. So you just got to be patient and persistent with waiting if you've missed out on them a few times. Sorry about that, but we have so many products. I know better than to commit huge amounts of money to like massive inventory and then just risk having it sit around for a long time. So I'm just trying to kind of trying to nail the right kind of pace so that we're satisfying the demand, but not kind of overdoing it. Okay. And in the meantime, we got plenty of stuff to choose from. So my friends, I think that's it for this month. This is our August 2026 product launch display here. And I don't think we're going to have any unknown product this month. No auction items or anything. I think we've been keeping a pretty blistering pace with the releases the last few months, and I think we've got plenty here for you guys, and we got more up in the next couple months. Got a couple teasers that are not going to be any huge surprises. For Sling Slam, we did have one draw prize that was a natural glow version of this series, plus a set of I think it was the Commons mkultras. But yeah, we're doing another batch of the Glow Delrin doubloons, the Titans, Hardcore Titans, and for the first time, these Glow mini hydras paired with stainless steel. So these are going to be available. I think these are post-production samples, so they should be available in the next couple months. And this one here, I can't remember if I teased it. I might have teased it last month, but yeah, we are doing the new Jueja banjas in heavy metals as well, so brass, stainless, and copper. Okay. So yeah, plenty still in store, and I don't know. I've got too many teasers here. I've got acrylic swirl to make those. I got lots. But I won't deflect from all of the good stuff that's sitting right here in front of us. All right, thanks for watching, everybody, and I hope you have a awesome week. If you have any questions for me, hit me up in the comments. Hit me up on Discord, Instagram, Facebook, whatever. Don't send me an email. All right. Much love, everybody. Take it easy.